I'm single, 2 years. Searching for my new love.
3 years, you said?
Yes.
Okay. And longest relationship?
2 years.
Sorry, did you say 2 or 3?
The longest 2 years. I'm single 3 years.
I see. Okay. And when did you you're from Ukraine.
Yes.
When did you move to Miami?
2 years ago. Exactly 2 years ago.
And was that like at the outbreak of the Ukrainian war?
Yeah.
Okay. So you moved to Miami. You've been single for 3 years. So, and when you moved from Ukraine, you went straight to Miami, or were you somewhere else?
Yes, to Miami straight.
Okay. Why did you pick Miami?
Not me pick, God pick.
God picked?
You know, it's
that
fun.
is the last place on earth God would pick.
No, you know, when I was child, I was dreamed to live in Hollywood, and God heard my dreams, and He brought me to Hollywood, but Miami. I didn't say to God which one I want, so He chose the Miami.
I love it.
I didn't know that Hollywood
cool.
have Florida.
God hates Hollywood.
Yes, and it's in all my documents is Hollywood address. Yes.
And so tell us a bit about your. I mean, you moved to Miami. And you've been single for 3 years, but you've gone on dates, right?
Yes.
In fact, in your notes, if I seem to recall, you said you've been on 100 dates.
Many, yes.
You've dated, is it more than 100 or like exactly 100? You gave up at 100?
I don't know when I just came, because actually I came completely alone to America. I didn't know anyone, so I needed to meet as much possible people to understand what's going on in this country. And, you know, when you meet the people, you know the information.
And do you have like a refugee status?
Yes,
or?
yes.
Okay. And so do you receive support from the United States government?
No.
No? Like any money?
It was in the beginning, they offer you like $200 for food and insurance. So
health insurance?
Health insurance for 6 months, and I think food stamps also for 6 months.
Okay, and then they just give you like $200 cash. Okay.
No, not 200.
Oh,
you can choose. You can choose. Like 200 was food stamps. Like you can
I
buy.
See. Okay. And
America
then
is the
does that
best.
expire, the
Yes.
refugee status, or?
Soon it will be expired. Yes.
And will you have to go back to Ukraine, or?
And we're waiting what Trump will make the new law. What
Sure.
we're gonna do.
And so, but you said you went on 100 dates.
Yes.
Okay. And where would you typically meet these men? On dating apps?
Yes.
And would you go out to like nightclubs and bars?
Also, yes.
How often do you go out to nightclubs and bars?
Now or before? I am because when I just came to America 1 year, I was very, very hyperactive. I was everywhere, in clubs, in events.
Yeah. First year, you go out 2 times a week, 3 times a week?
Something like this, yes. But now I have a lot of jobs, so I don't have time for dating. So I think.
I see. Okay. And so you would meet men at nightclubs and bars, or how would you meet them?
Easily. Make hihihaha, they coming to me to talk. Different? Like? You know, I found a lot of Russian-speaking bars, so whereas the people from my country or from any other USSR country, so it was very easy to talk to them. And some other men I met in dating apps.
Which part of Ukraine are you from?
I'm from city Vinnytsia. It's central part, but also I was lived 10 years in Kiev. It's the capital of Ukraine.
Mm. And dating apps? Did you use any dating apps?
No, not.
Okay.
It's too much wasting of time.
And you did say we'll come back to it, but you said that you've been on 100 dates and nearly nobody called you back and invited you for a second date.
Yes.
So of the 100 first dates you had, how many went to a second date?
Maybe only a couple.
Like 2, 3?
2, 3, 5, I don't know. Yeah,
5.
something like this.
And then would you, some of these first dates, like would you hook up with them?
Hook up?
Sex?
No.
Go back to their place, have sex?
No,
None
I'm
of them.
old-fashioned girl. No.
Oh, you're an old-fashioned girl?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It's me, no sex.
Until when?
Until I feel love.
Has that always been the case?
Huh?
Has that always been the case?
Of course. My mama raised me very good. And my mama have only one father, and they together 40 years. And they have 4 beautiful children. And I have normal standards in my head. So I think if man love me, he can a little bit wait, isn't? But
so you've been celibate for 3 years?
What?
Well, I mean, you said...
No sex.
You,
Let's not speak about that.
but so it sounded like 3, 4, 5 of the first dates. There's like a second date. What's the furthest any of these guys got? Date 5. Were any of them your boyfriend or no?
Oh my God, I need to remind. I have some friends with who I still speaking, but I didn't get any relationship. Like I didn't feel love or something.
When you say you have friends who you're still speaking with,
Of course, yes.
you still see them
I keep
for
in
dates?
touch. Not like a dates, feel like speaking.
For
because-
sex?
No.
But hold on, I'm confused. You said you're old-fashioned.
Yes.
You said you're traditional.
Yes.
You don't have sex on the first date.
Yes.
Second date.
No.
Third date.
Maybe.
Okay, third date. But you haven't been celibate the entire time that you've been in Miami.
Celibate is mean.
Celibate means not having sex.
She also said there was a couple people out of that 100 dates.
Yeah, that it seemed to go a little further, but I mean, I'm just trying to get a sense of how old-fashioned we're talking here.
Let's keep it secret.
Sure. Okay.
Don't kiss and
And,
tell.